whatever is worked out in the Senate, if something is worked out, and chances are they'll come up with something. It comes back to the House. At that point, John Boehner still faces a decision. I'm going to have to let the entire House vote on this or not, right? He cannot get it done with just his caucus. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I mean, there's a faction of his caucus right now that the only thing that they would support is something that guts Obamacare and does things that are never going to happen. So you have to take this faction of like 30 or 40 Tea Party type House Republicans and just put them to the side, because they're not going to vote for anything that's going to pass that's going to pass the Senate and be signed into law. So you kind of have to scoot them over to the side and figure out what you can pass in the House with all the Democrats and all the other House Republicans. And I have to say, I'm surprised by John Boehner at this point. I thought by now he would have done something to cobble together votes to pass something, but he still hasn't. And there's increasing pressure on him, to get a backbone, just be a leader, pass something that needs to pass, that will pass the Senate, that will be signed into law. But he hasn't. I'm surprised. I didn't expect it to get this far.
So what do you think the chances are then that by this Thursday evening at midnight, he'll be willing to call for the vote that he hasn't dared do, and we know why, that he hasn't dared do so far? And will he?
I mean, the way things get done in this town, it's typically at the very absolute last minute. I thought we would not shut down, and I was wrong. We did shut down. But with the debt ceiling, I have a hard time believing we're going to go over and actually default, because the negative repercussions of doing that are like exponentially greater than a government shutdown. So that gives us until 11:59 on the 16th. Is that Wednesday night? Is that Thursday night?
Wednesday's the 16th.
It's sometime this week. Okay, right. Wednesday night.
So I don't
They've
know
got to pass something before then.
Whether midnight the 16th or midnight the 17th.
It's technically midnight the 17th, which is technically Thursday at midnight.
Thursday at midnight.
But,
okay.
I just don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to go over. I think they'll cut a deal at the last minute. And that's, if passed as precedent, then that's how they'll do it. But then again, I was wrong about the government shutdown, and I don't know. They always do things. They always do it. They always get something at the end. So I have to believe that they're going to stick to that. But at this point, I don't see what it is. There's so much talk about, here's some ideas. Here's, there's a certain bipartisan group of senators who agree to this. There's a group in the House that wants this, but there's nothing sticking in this moment. There's nothing that I can see that everyone is slowly coalescing around. So they've got 2 days to do it.